In Canada's far north, every winter brings a transformation unlike anywhere else on Earth. As temperatures plummet and the land is blanketed in snow, a network of roads appears where none existed before. Vast stretches of ice become highways, linking remote communities to the outside world. These frozen routes are the only way in or out for many, connecting people, goods and stories across immense distances. These aren't ordinary roads, they're built on frozen lakes and rivers, existing for just a few months before vanishing with the thaw. When spring arrives, these vital arteries melt away, leaving only memories and anticipation for next winter. For many, these ice roads are legendary, but for those living in the Northwest Territories, Northern Ontario and Manitoba, they're a vital seasonal lifeline. Without them, isolation would be complete, and supplies would be scarce. Nature sets the rules here. The weather can change in an instant, turning a clear day into a whiteout, and only the prepared survive. The roads are crafted with water pumps, plows and deep knowledge of the ice, not concrete or asphalt. Crews work tirelessly, monitoring thickness and repairing cracks, ensuring every journey is as safe as possible. Driving a fully loaded lorry across a frozen lake is a calculated risk. One wrong move can be catastrophic. Every driver must trust the ice beneath their wheels, knowing that safety depends on experience and caution. Yet every year, hundreds of drivers take on the challenge, delivering essential supplies to isolated communities. Their journeys bring food, fuel, medicine and hope to those who need it most. These are the unsung heroes of the North, braving cracking ice, blizzards and bone-chilling cold. Their courage and determination keep the North alive through the harshest months. The journey is more than transport. It's about resilience, community, and the raw beauty of the wild. Each trip is a testament to human ingenuity and the will to endure. Here, people have learned to live in harmony with a formidable environment, facing nature's power with courage. Generations have adapted, passing down knowledge and respect for the land. Buckle up as we venture onto these frozen highways to discover how they're built, who travels them, and what it's like to drive on water. We'll meet the builders, the drivers, and the families who depend on these icy roads. This is survival, logistics, and adventure. Canada's ice roads, where every journey is a story of endurance and awe. Building an ice road begins with the relentless deep freeze of a northern winter. Temperatures plunge well below -40, transforming lakes and rivers into vast, frozen expanses. The cold thickens the ice, setting the stage for a remarkable feat of engineering that will soon connect remote communities. But nature alone isn't enough to make these roads safe. Crews must clear away insulating snow to let the bitter cold penetrate deeper, ensuring the ice grows thick and strong. Workers then drill test holes at regular intervals, carefully checking the ice thickness to guarantee it can support the heavy loads that will soon cross. Precision is absolutely critical. A single weak spot hidden beneath the surface can spell disaster for trucks and drivers alike. Inspectors meticulously examine every section, searching for any sign of danger. Once the base is solid and safe, crews use powerful pumps to flood the surface with water, building up new layers of ice. Each layer freezes quickly in the frigid air, gradually thickening the road and making it even more resilient. This painstaking process takes weeks of effort, but it's what gives the road its legendary strength. Crews aim for at least a meter of solid crystal-clear ice before allowing any traffic to pass. Workers endure the darkest, coldest nights, their headlamps cutting through swirling snow and biting winds. The work is relentless, and the conditions are unforgiving, but their determination never wavers. When the road is finally ready, what was once impassable water becomes a smooth, wide highway stretching across the frozen wilderness, opening up vital routes for supplies and travel. Maintenance is constant. Graders smooth the surface, patrols monitor ice thickness, and crews are always ready to make repairs. Every day brings new challenges, from cracks to sudden snowstorms. The ice road is a true feat of engineering and endurance, born from the cold and kept alive by vigilance, teamwork, and sheer human grit. For a brief season, these frozen arteries connect the North to the world, allowing vital goods and people to move where no road exists in summer. Then, as quickly as they appeared, these icy highways vanish with the spring thaw, leaving only memories until the next winter returns. For remote indigenous communities, the opening of the ice roads is a lifeline. For most of the year, air transport is the only option, expensive and limited. When the ice roads open, lorries bring in fuel, food, building materials, and machinery, supplies that would be impossible or unaffordable to fly in. The arrival of the first convoy is a celebration, marking the end of isolation and high costs. The roads also create jobs, as locals help build, maintain, and manage the flow of goods. For a few months, the hum of engines replaces winter silence, bringing opportunity and connection. Families can travel, businesses thrive, and communities reconnect with the wider world. The ice road is more than a route, it's a symbol of resilience and hope. To truly understand the ice roads, you have to listen to those who brave them every winter. These are the men and women who carve a path through the frozen wilderness, facing dangers that most can only imagine. Frank, a veteran of 20 seasons, calls it more than a job, it's a calling. He says it demands total focus, unwavering nerves, and a deep respect for the unpredictable power of the ice beneath his wheels. Frank recalls the heart-stopping moment when his lorry broke through a thin layer of ice. Only his training, quick thinking, and calm under pressure saved him from disaster. He knows every trip could be his last, but that's part of the challenge. Sarah, inspired by her father's legacy, describes the joy of delivering hope and vital supplies to remote communities. She cherishes the camaraderie among drivers, the shared laughter, and the sense of purpose that comes with every journey. Out here, if a lorry breaks down, help is never far away. Drivers look out for each other, forming a tight-knit family on the ice, where trust and teamwork can mean the difference between life and death. Pops, an older driver, remembers being stranded in a whiteout for 2 days, surviving on coffee, rations, and sheer determination. It was a stark reminder of nature's dominance and the humility required to survive out here. The risks are real, but so is the allure. Driving under the shimmering northern lights, surrounded by profound silence and the endless expanse of snow and ice. These moments, where danger and beauty collide, become etched into the drivers' souls, shaping who they are and how they see the world. The ice road is a relentless test of skill, patience, and mental strength, demanding every ounce of concentration from those behind the wheel. Every driver has a story, tales of close calls, breathtaking sights, and the quiet moments that make it all worthwhile. It's this unique mix of extreme risk and sublime beauty that draws them back to the ice roads, season after season. For these drivers, the frozen highways are more than just a job. They're an adventure, a test, and a calling all at once. And for those who drive them, it's not just a way to make a living, it's a way of life, written in ice and forged in courage. The ice roads cut through a landscape of stark, minimalist beauty, endless white, blue, and gray, where land and sky merge. The sun casts long shadows and the silence is ancient, but danger lurks beneath the surface. Temperatures can drop to -50 with wind chill. A breakdown here can be life-threatening. Drivers carry survival gear knowing the cold is a relentless adversary. The ice itself is unpredictable. Pressure ridges and cracks can appear overnight, and hidden slush patches can send a rig skidding. Blizzards can bury the road in minutes, forcing convoys to halt for days. There are no services for hundreds of kilometers. Out here, you're truly on your own. The journey is a constant battle against the elements, demanding vigilance and preparation. Yet the beauty is undeniable. Driving through this wilderness is a reward in itself. The ice road experience is defined by this blend of peril and wonder. It's an adventure that tests both machine and human spirit. Driving on an ice road is unlike any other experience. The key is steady speed. Too fast, and the lorry's wave can crack the ice beneath. The ice groans and cracks under the weight, a symphony that drivers learn to interpret. Veterans drive with windows cracked open, listening for danger in the sounds and vibrations. Convoys travel with wide spacing, communicating constantly by CB radio to warn of hazards or wildlife. Strict protocols, forged by hard lessons, keep everyone safe. The most daunting stretches are the vast lakes, no shoreline in sight, just endless white. Drivers must trust their instruments and markers, fighting disorientation and whiteout hypnosis. The psychological pressure is immense, knowing you're driving a 40-ton machine over deep freezing water. It takes courage, discipline, and mental toughness to stay focused. Every trip is a test of skill and nerve. On the ice, survival depends on respect for the road and for nature. The ice road season is a race against time, open for just 8 to 10 weeks before the thaw. Every day counts as communities and companies rush to move a year's worth of supplies. As spring approaches, the sun softens the ice, creating puddles and slick patches. Maintenance crews work non-stop, but the battle against warming is relentless. Weight limits are imposed as the ice thins. Heavy loads go first, then lighter ones until the road closes. When the barricades go up, any missed deliveries must wait for next year or come by costly air freight. The final days are tense, drivers push for one last run, communities await the last trucks. Then, silence returns. The ice cracks, melts, and the highway disappears. The north returns to isolation, warehouses stocked, waiting for winter's return. The frozen lifeline is gone, until the next season. The cycle of survival and connection begins anew. The greatest threat to the ice roads isn't a blizzard, it's climate change. The Arctic is warming twice as fast as the rest of the planet, shrinking the window for safe ice roads. Winters start later, end earlier, and the deep cold needed for thick ice is less reliable. Seasons that once lasted 10 weeks are now often just 6 or 7. This puts immense pressure on logistics. More trucks, less time, and more risk. The ice is thinner and less stable, with more frequent weight restrictions and dangerous mid-season melts. Traditional knowledge is being tested by these new, unpredictable conditions. Communities and engineers are searching for solutions, faster ice making, bridges or permanent roads, but costs are high. For now, the North adapts, making the most of each shrinking season. The future of the ice roads is uncertain, but resilience remains. Canada's ice roads are a testament to human spirit, courage, ingenuity, and community in the face of adversity. Drivers and builders are modern adventurers, braving the wild to keep the North alive. Their quiet professionalism and respect for nature ensure vital supplies reach isolated communities. The ice roads connect not just places, but people, fostering cooperation and shared purpose. As climate change threatens these lifelines, the spirit of resilience and adaptation grows ever more important. The roads may change, but the determination of the North endures. The journey across the ice is a chilling, thrilling adventure, and a powerful message about human endurance. With courage and collaboration, even the wildest places can be home.